welcome you guys. I'm excited to share some weird sounds with you guys in this video. So this video is all about weird whistles, and I went into my collection. I've got about 7 whistles I want to show you guys that are all really interesting. I'm sure you've heard some of these. If you're a Roadrunner fan, you probably remember this guy. So I want to show you what this is. This is called the Siren, and it's actually, I'm going to get it in focus. And this is called the Acme Siren. And it looks like this. You blow in there. The back has got an opening. And inside here, let me see if I can show you. You've got this little sort of turbine guy here. Spins around. I think it actually produces sound. Yeah. That will still, let me get it focusing. There we go. So hopefully you can see this right there. All right, and that is what makes the sound. So I screw these parts together. I could put a little oil in there too. This hasn't been maintained really well. And that's the siren. So you've probably heard that. Really cool sound. All right, next let's go to a wooden whistle. This is part of a set of many hunting whistles, actually. These are all bird whistles. And this one sounds like this. But I like to also play the sides, put my finger over the sides. I get a little more variation. So here's what this one looks like. Hang on while it focuses. And it's beautifully made. This one has a kind of large body. There's a tiny hole here. And then the sound hole here. And then the mouthpiece. Whoop. Okay, so that one, that's what that is. I don't know what the name is, but that's what that whistle looks like. Here's a similar one. This is similar, but this one has, and I don't know the name exactly, but it's got the little wooden ball inside. I'm sure there's a name for that. Somebody named it, but I don't know what that name is. But here's what this sounds like. Hopefully that's not blasting the audio too hard. This is a very loud whistle. Similar, but here's something that's really different. Although I'm sure you guys have heard this. Any idea what this is going to sound like? Oh, if I blow in the right end. That's right, it's a duck call, and again, made by, I want you guys to see who it's made by. I don't know if you can read that, but it's made by Acme. And I thought this was kind of funny. If I hold this just right, you might be able to see in there that there's, yeah, see those, there's like little flaps in there, and then that's the part I always forget which end you're actually supposed to hold. But it's like this, and you can... another hunting tool, probably not the most musically useful, but sort of a cool sound effect. So that's the Acme duck call, and it's made of plastic. Here's another little guy that I think is really cute. This is, again, is for bird call, and it sounds like this. Now, one of you, somebody out there watching this probably knows what bird this is for. And if you do, let me know. Leave a comment or just send me an email. So you can play this one like this if you got one hand free. I used to torture my dog with this thing. Well, not torture him, but I would, you know, I just walk around, like he'd be sitting over there in the living room and I would just like do a little and then act like I wasn't doing anything, and you know, he'd perk up and get on alert, right? And like there's an invader in the house. All right, I've got a few more really cool ones. Now, look at this one. I got to give you the close-up first. Because I think this is really interesting. Come on, focus. It's trying. There we go. There we go. So this is interesting. You blow in there. It's got, trying to show you guys the setup there. So you see there's a kind of a spherical or flying saucer looking sort of shape thing, but that you blow in and then it blows over a hole. The bottom is solid. And what I like to do is hold it like this and then open my hand gradually. So this is actually, I call it a wind whistle, but I believe this is a jay whistle. Maybe scrub jay. I don't think blue jays sound like this, but you could do different. And again, I'm not an expert on bird calls, so, but maybe there's some sound that jays make. Something like that. I'm not sure. But you can do wind effects. Sometimes I use this as like a reverse cymbal effect, like this. And you can do that into a beat. So, you know, who needs electronic effects when you've got one of these? Again, made by Acme. And, you know, if you guys are going to leave a bunch of comments about where can I get these things, I'll tell you right now, I am not sure. You have to search, but I'll tell you it's called Acme Wind Whistle or J Call. All right? That's that one. All right, couple more. I'm saving the most interesting ones for later. This. I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so that's that. It's got a channel here. And then the little whistle, it blows the air down. You can see the little opening. And this is really interesting. I'll wait for the focus. Okay, this is really interesting. So you take this like this, and it's a little weird looking at first, but you put this over your nose, and then you use your mouth, you change the shape of your mouth, and it actually changes the pitch. So this is a mouth whistle or nose mouth whistle. All right, so I know it looks a little Hannibal Lecter-y, but if that is an adjective. But it's really interesting, and you know, look up Airto Morena, and he uses this thing when he plays sometimes. Not this particular one. I think there's traditional ones. This is plastic, obviously, but it's a really interesting sound. Like I said, I haven't really been practicing this a lot lately, for obvious reasons. But it's a really cool effect, and I think children would be fascinated with this. Actually, anybody would be fascinated with this one. All right, so that's another one, nose whistle or mouth whistle. Now I've got one more. I'm going to play it, but I'm going to play it out of frame. I want you guys to think about what it sounds like and what it could be. Any ideas? All right, that actually is this guy. Let's get the focus going. All right, can you see that? It's actually another one made by Acme. There we go. Nightingale call. How cool is that? So what we have here is this whole thing is filled with water. This is a little adjustment screw, I guess, if you want to change the pitch or change the amount of air that moves through. And then what happens is you blow in here, and then it basically creates high and low and then low pressure. So high pressure, low pressure. It it is interactive. So as the air goes in, it pushes the water down, and then it's releasing it, and it's creating this sort of oscillating effect that sounds a little bit like a nightingale, according to the makers of the whistle, the Acme Corporation. So we've got a few Acme whistles. We had the Siren, with the J call, duck call, and the Nightingale. Apparently they're really big into bird calls, but I think really interesting. This one, beautiful sound, and very easy to do. Just blow into it, all right? Well, one more whistle, because I appreciate you guys so much for being World Drum Club members. You guys have probably all seen this kind of whistle, right? Slide whistle. That's the wrong end. All right, so these are fine, plastic one, but I wanted to show you guys this because I have it. Have you seen the professional slide whistle? All right, I'm serious about this. It's I wonder if it's also made by Acme. I bet it is. It doesn't say. But this is the slide whistle. It's very long. All right, we all get that. Very easy to play. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions you'd like to ask me, other than where can I get all these things, because like I said, your guess is as good as mine. If I find some resources, I'll post them. I think a great thing to do would be for some of you who are watching this to go investigate and then leave the URL, leave the information for the other World Drum Club members. Since this is a member-only video, we can help our community that way. And make sure you tell your friends about World Drum Club. Spread the word. The more we get, the more support we get, the more videos I can keep producing for you guys, because I really want to help you guys learn. So get people to join World Drum Club. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video.